Niggas waiting on me to fumble. Yeah. Niggas waiting on me to fumble. Put a gun on my head, put the head, then you die. Your head's alive. Niggas ain't wrong. Shots by damn, she made my hand, damn. Blood gang bang, blood gang bang, situation gang bang, living gang bang, step gang bang, get it gang bang, bang. What would you do if I get in my coat? What would you do if I win and you lose? What would you do if I win and you snooze? What would you do? I can't do it 2 tools. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would Jesus do? What would you do? Pull all day like so that that's you. It's true. And I ain't got on my damn truths with a few bands in my pants. This booed up, trued up, glowed up, you know it, and pulled up. So what, nigga? Glow up, get my bucks, no slow bucks, club bucks, old bucks, green bucks, blue bucks, come through, cool cuts. What would you do if I can't do it? Rugas. What would you do if I get in my coat? What would you do if I win and you lose? What would you do if I win and you snooze? What would you do? I can't do it 2 tools. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would Jesus do? What would you 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 do? If your grandma's house was a 2-bedroom, what would you do? If you love your tool, you know you snooze, what would you do? If you're making big moves and the cops behind you, what would you do? Take a step in my shoes, I do not snooze, I do not lose. Bitch, I got guap, what about her? What about you? What would you do if I have these rolls rolling at you? I'm rolling with my tool in a bad mood. What would you do? Pull up on the outfit, let that bitch rip like do you do? Scooter, scooter, scooter. Do 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 do. Scooter, scooter, do do do. Scooter, scooter, scooter. Pull up on the outfit, let that bitch rip like do 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 do. What would you do if you were still in the hood? Pull up with a guap that, nigga, I ain't about that. You ain't talking about that. Boy, you better get that for that 6 shots, 6 short 6 pack. I been coolin' with a guap at, you ain't talking about that. Go where your sky's at. What would you do if I came through with a drop top like you chop back?